Hi everyone! So in this weekly overview video, there are a couple things I want to go over as we begin to start Unit 3. So the first thing that I want to say is just a reminder that I know we don't have scheduled classes, but there are no classes on reading days, Tuesday 10-11 and Wednesday 10-12. I think typically things are just supposed to be there for you to read and study and focus on that. But I don't want to do anybody a disservice by canceling my evening office hour. So I'll still be available on Zoom if you're interested in checking in. So I don't want to inconvenience anyone by not doing that. So I'll still be on in the evening of Tuesday the 11th. If you look under the O11 things to do, if you've already checked on the schedule, you'll see that there's not anything that's specifically due. I am just asking you to complete the student survey for Unit 2 now that it's finished. Over in 101, you'll be focusing on the Unit 3 argument breakdown worksheet. And in that assignment, you're going to be looking at the article, The Pandemic's Remote Learning Legacy, A Lot Worth Keeping, and really deconstructing the pieces of the argument, specifically the main claim of the argument. And that's, I think, enough work for 1 week anyway. So what I would like you to do on your end over in O11, even though nothing is due, is just look over a couple articles. In 101 Unit 3, you're going to be writing an ideological summary response paper focusing on that article, reading to The Pandemic's Remote Learning Legacy, A Lot Worth Keeping. And you'll also incorporate that other article, article number 3, that you found on the databases. So the article that you found on the databases at the end of Unit 2 that you did the database exploration worksheet on, that is also going to be incorporated into this summary response paper. So when I say an ideological summary response paper, what I'm basically talking about is in this paper, I want you to answer the question, do you agree with this article or not? And you'll get into more specifics of do you agree with everything the article says, or there's some points you disagree with. You may have a thesis statement that's nuanced that says, while I disagree with what the author says about X, overall I agree with what she has to say. Or you might say something like, I can see where the author is coming from, and I sort of agree, but I think that I personally agree more with the author of my outside article, whatever, depending on what your outside article says. So you're going to be focusing on whether or not you agree with the ideas in this article, The Pandemic's Remote Learning Legacy. That's the basic gist of the Unit 3 101 summary response paper that's going to be the summative assignment at the end of the Unit 3. In order to kind of get in the right headspace for writing this longer essay and for doing some summary writing, I would like y'all to read or look over these articles. I think the essay writing articles are helpful in thinking about introductions, body paragraphs, the first steps for writing. These are important. I would say that since we're about to embark on some summary writing, I think that these two are incredibly important. So these two summary writing articles, make sure you're reading those. I would like you to look over all of these articles, especially since you have those 2 reading days and there's nothing due. So that's what I'd like you to do in week 8.